Okay, so the source from Malachim Aleph was found in Nevi'im. Now we flip over to Ketuvim, to writings. The most famous of the writings by far is Sefer Tehilim, the book of Psalms. It's famous because most of our Jewish prayers are actually Tehilim, they're actually Psalms. And tradition says that King David wrote the Psalms. There's about 180 of them. King David is probably one of the greatest musicians in Jewish history, possibly in all of history, if he gets credit for all of the Psalms that he's writing. Psalms are essentially poems that would be put to music, so songs. But it's pronounced Psalms. The P is silent. You could pronounce it Psalms, but that would be wrong. So you pronounce it Psalms, or Tehilim would be the way to pronounce it in Hebrew. And so we open up to Psalm Pei Bet, or Psalm 82, to Tehilim 82, and it's a psalm of Asaph. We don't know who Asaph is, but we think that maybe he was the guy that wrote the music for this. And it begins, in the first verse for us is key, God stands in the divine assembly. God stands, Nitzav, is established in the divine assembly, Badat El, that's like the same word, Eidah. Bekerev Elohim Yishbot, among the divine beings he pronounces judgment. And the rest of the chapter basically goes on and asks God to judge and to make judgment on this world. Often there are things that people get away with because they're able to sort of cheat the system, but you can't cheat God as the judge. And so this is a prayer towards God, a praising of God as sort of the true judge. So overall, the title of Psalm 82 is asking God to judge the world with justice. And the specific verse is the notion that God stands amongst the community of God, kind of us, and amongst the judges he will judge.